Welcome to CougZone. My name is Daniela Julio-Cano.
And I'm Brooke Bovenkamp. WSU had a record-breaking week as soccer head coach Todd Schulenberger became the winningest coach in school history.
As well, Pia Timmer and Magda Yulashova broke the volleyball blocking records versus Cal Berkeley. And freshman swimmer Dori Hathazi broke the Gibbs Pool record in the 200 fly.
All that and more coming up on
CougZone. The Washington State Cougars soundly defeated the Cal Bears this past homecoming weekend, 28-9, in a bounce-back game after their heartbreaking loss to Oregon. Following a rough start, the Cougs offense was able to find its groove, led by six-year receiver Renell Bell's 8 receptions, 150 yards, 115 yards, and a touchdown. Star quarterback Cameron Ward had another stellar day despite his 2 interceptions by throwing for 343 yards and 3 touchdowns even with Renell Bell's big game. Cameron Ward was able to disperse the ball well, hitting 10 different receivers during Saturday's contest. WSU's defense kept proving to be excellent as they held Cal's offense to only 9 points, while also tallying a total of 4 sacks. The good feels of homecoming weekend continue in the Palouse as Washington State tributed the 1997 Rose Bowl team during the game. The Cougs moved to 4-1 on the season and 1-1 in conference play.
WSU will travel to the Coliseum in Southern California to take on undefeated number 6 Usc Trojans this Saturday at 4:30 p.m. The revamped Trojans are looking to dominate as the top team in the Pac-12 with new head coach Lincoln Riley and quarterback Caleb Williams, who both left Oklahoma University for the sweet and sunny state of California. The Cougs, who are fighting to get to the top of their conference, hope to prove their strength against a ranked Pac-12 opponent as they fell slightly short of a ranking in this past weekend's top 25 AP poll. The game will be televised on Fox.
WSU Soccer suffered a devastating 1-1 tie last week after Colorado. WSU was behind all game until the 78th minute when Bridget Rakeen was able to tie the game. This was a disappointing game for the Cougars after outshooting Colorado 39-8, and the game still resulted in a tie. The team came back for a physical game, beating Utah 1-0. The only goal of the game was scored in the 9th minute of the game by senior forward Grayson Lynch. Utah's goalie Evie Vitale ran out of the goal box in hopes to steal the ball away, but instead got wrapped up in the scuffle, leaving the goal wide open for an early on goal for Lynch. Lindsey Turner set up this electrifying goal with the assist the rest of the game, with a physical battle with the WSU defense line showing impressive skill, including sophomore goalie Nadia Cooper, who had 5 impressive saves in her 5th shutout game of the season. This is Cooper's 11th shutout of her career, making her the 6th ranked goalie in WSU history for career shutouts. The WSU offense struggled in their second game of the week. The second half was riddled with missed opportunities to score. Head coach Todd Schulenberger seemed frustrated all game, but said that a win is a win, and he was proud of how his team played.
Indeed, this win was more special than the others as Coach Schulenberger won his 89th game as head coach, becoming the winningest coach in WSU soccer history over Matt Potter, who has 88 wins in his 9 seasons with WSU. Schulenberger has been WSU head coach for 8 years and has led the team to 5 NCAA tournaments. Schulenberger displayed a rare smile during the winning ceremony and even thanked his 3 wonderful children, Kyla, Cameron, and Owen, for supporting his career as a coach.
What a weekend it was for the WSU volleyball, who also broke records. Pia Timmer and Magda Yulashova are the 2 seniors who have been the stars of the team for the last 4 years. At the Cal match last Friday, Magda moved into the 3rd slot in program history for total blocks, surpassing current Cougar head coach Gene Greeny. Magda also tied a match record with 11 total blocks over the 3 sets. This incredible game for Magda got her named Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week. This is her 3rd Player of the Week accolade in her 4th years at WSU. In the same match, senior Pia Timmer broke into the 1,000 career kill club with 13 kills on the night. It's fair to say that the Cougar women's also caged the Bears this past weekend.
The Cougs beat the Bears 3-0, marking the end of the 9-match away stretch. WSU is 10-0 against unranked teams this season and has also won 21 straight against unranked opponents. The Cougs traveled to Stanford after their Friday match to finish out their away series. The last match of the stretch ended with a loss. The Cougs fell to the 9th-ranked Stanford Cardinal in a 4-set match. Stanford won 3-1, however, our Cougs were close in the second and fourth set. The Cougs are 10-4 overall and 2-1 in Pac-12 play.
The freshmen of the swim team took a big splash in the pool this last Friday. The Cougars competed in their annual Crimson and Gray scrimmage meet. Freshmen Dory Hathazi, Emily Lundgren, Christian DiDio, and Anna Rocholds were also standout swimmers between the 3 freshmen. They won 11 of the 12 possible wins of the day. Senior captain Jules Springer recorded a personal best in the 200-yard fly and also broke into the program top 10 times. Lundgren also recorded a top 10 time in the 200 breaststroke, coming in at number 6 after all the excitement brought by the freshmen. The results were in and the black team won.
The most exciting race of the day came at the 200-yard butterfly. Freshman Dory Hathazi broke a Gib Pool record and recorded the second best time in program history. Hathazi, a Hungary native, broke the record that was held by Hungarian Olympian Katinka Hasu. This record was set in 2011 in a meet against USC. Hasu was a 3-time Olympian for Hungary after she swam for the Cougs. This was the first time that this Cougar team swam in Gib Pool competitively. With the success of this meet, we can only expect more as the Cougs dive into their first meet October 25th against Cal Berkeley.
In exciting news, the Pac-12 has announced men's tip-off times as well as the TV destinations for the 2022-2023 season. The home opener against Texas State Monday, November 7th, tip-off at 4:30 p.m. with coverage on the Pac-12 network. Check out the rest of the start times for WSU men's basketball schedule at WSU Athletics. Now, sending it to Brandon with this week's Coug Outlook.
Hey Cougs, my name is Brandon Woolman, and WSU has a packed week for athletics, as 7 different sports will be playing. The first Cougs action is on Thursday, October 6th, as soccer heads to Berkeley, California to take on the California Golden Bears at 3 p.m. After a 2-day break, the team heads to take on the Stanford Cardinal at noon on Sunday. In some Friday action, WSU Tennis has their first day of a 3-day tournament in the Husky Invitational in Seattle, Washington. They'll be competing against University of Washington, University of Oregon, and University of Portland. Swimming heads down to Fresno, California to compete in the 2-day preseason Chick-fil-A Invitational. Attending the Invitational alongside WSU will be UCLA, UC Berkeley, San Diego State, San Jose State, and the hosting Fresno State. Last up on the Friday schedule is the Cougar volleyball team as they return to Buller Gymnasium to take on the visiting Oregon Ducks at 7 p.m. This is the first at-home action for the team in over a month. The gym better be packed in support for the Cougs against a conference rival. The ladies will stay in Pullman as they take on the Oregon State Beavers on Sunday at noon. Next up, cross country is competing on Saturday in the Inland Empire Challenge in Lewiston, Idaho against Lewis and Clark State College. To finish up Saturday, WSU football is finally back on the road as they have a huge matchup against the number 6 ranked Usc Trojans on their home turf. Kickoff is at 4:30 p.m. Tune in to see the Cougs face their toughest competition yet. I am Brandon Woolman, sending it back to the desk with Daniela and Brooke.
Thanks, Brandon. That's it for your sports updates from this week. Follow Cable 8 on YouTube for your weekly CougZone updates.
Follow us on Instagram at Wsu Sports Network and on Twitter at Wsu Sports Net for live game updates and WSU content.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you back next week here on
CougZone.
CougZone.